Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Time with Rella podcast. I am your host, Cinderella, and I am feeling very grateful to be back here sharing experiences, having conversations, sharing lessons with you. I look forward to having a great time this season. I know, like, the break took longer than expected, but I am back now, and I'm grateful for that. So stay tuned. For this episode, I just giving updates and then maybe talk about like what has been happening or maybe the lessons I learned in the last 4 months. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, our website is back on. I took my time to work on it this May. Today's the last day of May actually. Yeah, this episode is coming out today because I have something planned for June as well, first day of June. But yeah, I took my time to do the website. We have a new page at Time with Rella. The website is timewithrella.com. It has almost everything on there. We are still working on the community and event side because there's so many things that or ideas that are coming up on how we would love to connect to other people. Yeah. So yeah, we're bringing back even the girls podcast. I feel like this is like a whole I've been feeling the urge to talk more female related content because that's our intention with the girls section with Mooring. I want to explore that angle because there's so much for us to discuss, right from period, our health, fun and light and heavy things we need to discuss. But I'm very grateful because this year my intention with this podcast is to create and talk to people, promote more about mindset shift, about health and wellness. Yes, obviously, we're going to have a segment with George, but I'm also trying to not make this too complicated or too hard for people to find. So, I don't know if we're going to have like a different like space for fitter, healthier, and better and happier if that will help people connect more to the fitness side of this. But Time with Rella is generally about wellness, and wellness for me extends into fitness, health, everything we need to take better care of ourselves mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. So that's it. So I'm really excited. I look forward to doing these things this year. I'm challenging myself. I think I've been holding up trying to make things that gets the perfect mic because even now I don't still have a mic for the guest, but that's in the plan for me getting a mic for myself and guests that'll be coming on because I really do appreciate clear audio. We value people being able to listen and hear us clearly when we share like certain information about certain things, and hopefully we'll go into video content. I might test that out on my phone and see how that works before we eventually get a camera. These are like plans, and then I'm looking forward to doing like a get together or event, and I look forward to it. So I'm putting it out into the universe. That's what I am working towards, and I hope to keep connecting with people that we're going to make this happen together. Sorry if you hear a dog barking. I am dog sitting Cece. Cece is the name of the dog, and she she's not nice to people that she doesn't know, but she's a great dog. Anyway, so back to the conversation. Happy New Year. We haven't had actually I did an episode but I just didn't feel right to post it, so I just deleted it. But Happy New Year in the last day of May because this is our first episode this year. I am grateful for what we did last year. I think in the last 4 months, life has really taught me different ways to experience certain things. Yeah. and this is something I believe that when you learn something, life literally shows you deeper levels of it. If it's stress, if you think that you're more patient or whatever it is, you had to pet her. So anyway, I think that life has a way of teaching you of pushing your boundaries, pushing your threshold. When you get too comfortable, you're going to learn again. And I think this time or these 4 months taught me about value. It taught me a lot, like it gave me the experience of why I need to value my time, my energy, and my attention. Why I always have to speak up for myself, because people are hardly thinking about you. Like, it's not even something to be salty about. Is people have their own issues. You need to be able to get that confidence to be able to speak up for yourself. And that's one thing I've learned during this period. I'm grateful for. I learned, yeah, I even fell off my. I won't even say fall off. I stopped working out at some point because the stress was too much. I was feeling burned out, and it kind of like I wasn't creating basically, and it kind of like brought me to this space when people say that when you're doing things that are not fulfilling to you, or bringing you peace, bringing you peace, you're going to get burned out. Yeah, and I heard that before. It sounded ridiculous, but it's not. You hear things like things that make you feel like you're connected to your inner being, to your values, to your purpose. I don't like to use purpose because of maybe the attachments that a lot of people have with purpose, but like maybe to the things you want to do in your life, like whatever it is you want to do. I like that conversation about people saying that when you are doing things that make your soul feel alive, make you feel joyful, you're not going to get burned out. And I understand it. I mean, there are certain situations that can make you feel burned out. But for me, I even got to the point where sending emails became like too much job for me to do for somebody else. And I'm grateful that that ended, because I really learned. I really don't, because most of the time we are looking for security to maybe be comfortable enough to do the things that we want to. And what life really does is just rips the band-aid of like, whoa, like, yeah, who do you think you are? I'm kidding, but like we kind of like sometimes me too, especially how I've been studying all these months with creating content, wanting everything to be perfect. Well, okay, the time where that podcast wasn't the only thing I was working on. So I was working on multiple things, yeah, which are all centered around me as well, at least for now. So it's like waiting for things to be perfect. Life doesn't work that way. It's not going to wait for you. Oh, I have to do this first. Or I'll do this when I get this. Nah, life just rips the band-aid off. So yeah, I'm grateful I learned that lesson. It really taught me that nothing at some point I felt like I had traded my energy for more money. I mean, that's not a crime, especially when it's stuff that fills you up. But for me, when I'm doing maybe certain jobs that I don't like, it's a waste of my time. It doesn't help me grow. I mean, I'll learn certain things, but you know when it's just not for you. So and that one, like I took full responsibility for it. I should have just. I mean, I'm saying that I left at the right time, or like it got terminated at the right time, but it's like teaching me that I really need to consider these things when next time I'm making decisions about this. If I want to work with somebody, I need to review more. Yeah, I know exactly about reviewing people we want to work with. But sometimes, yeah, they could even be the clients you want, and they are not still good for you, which is very funny. Yeah, there's no you thinking that, oh, the clients are going to fit into this criteria. Sometimes when they even fit into that criteria, they might just not be for you. And anyway, I'm grateful for these lessons. What even happy? See, okay, let's cut out the stress parts. I had fun. See, beginning of this year, I went to my very first waterfall. I think it's Chenku Falls. Yes. And then I went to another one. I think that one was like either end of, yeah, okay, that was beginning of March. Yeah. I went to Adom Falls. But before then, in February, I went to what's this place called? How will I forget? But it was fun. It was after Valentine's Day. I joined a group of people going to something Wonderland. Why am I like this? Or whatever. So it was fun. I had like at the beginning of the year, it was just very adventurous for me, and I enjoyed it. But at some point, I feel like I was also using that to reduce my stress, whatever if I want to call it that. But I really don't want to feel like that again. I want to be experiencing, be going on adventures, trying new things. See the second place. Okay, the Adom Falls. Yeah, I yeah, we went to Aburi Botanical Gardens first, and then we rode the bike from there to the waterfall. See, that's the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. Riding bike by the roadside. I almost had an accident, definitely. It was because of a foolish bus driver. But because he was the way I don't know why people act like that on the road. Whatever, Sha. I'm glad that nothing happened to me, but it was thrilling. It was new. It was an experience. I don't regret it, but I had fun. I enjoyed it. I look forward to other adventures. Like beginning of the year was fun. I can't wait to do more. Now I really want to do it intentionally more because definitely I checked things off my list, but now I want to do more content where I'm also still going to be talking about the things that I like, personal development, general well-being, mental health, mindset shifts, creating more awareness around these areas, especially around depression, because we find out that we're still stressed. See, a lot of people are still dealing with depression, stress, sadness, being broke. Ooh, we need a break. Please. This adulting, we're not told the truth. If not, we would have not been wishing for it when we're younger. But we're here now. I'm excited. To be honest, I'm excited about being an adult. I don't know if you find that weird. I'm sorry. But I'm actually very excited about being an adult. See, I know that we complain about paying bills, but I love paying bills. I love having to pay my own bills. I love making my own money, which gives me agency to do what I want to do. Like go to waterfalls, explore, go to different places. So I look forward to going to different places this year. So to end this episode, my question to you is what is your intention for at least the rest of this year? For me, my intention is to challenge myself actually, go beyond me, push, keep pushing myself. Yeah. My intention is to live fully, do things with fear, like being back to this content creation. I noticed that even all my knowledge about social media still was still I was still trying I was using that to try to make everything perfect. Yeah. But for me, I think this whole period just helped me, especially me having experienced everything. It helped me come back to myself to find out what's really important. Because if I'm looking at this podcast, what I find really important is clear audio. Yeah. People hearing me clearly, being able to provide or like bring connection to people that need it. Yeah. Share experiences that could help somebody that may be going through the same thing. So being grounded in my values. Yeah. So what are your intentions for the year? Like I've shared. I look forward to more fun. And then okay, so another thing is do you have like your mantra or your word for this year? I think initially I started with if it's not a full yes, it is a fuck no. And I think I'm going to keep going with that. everything I want comes to me. Yeah, I am worthy of everything I want in my life, definitely. But I think that if it's not a full yes, it's fuck no, is me staying grounded in things that are authentic to me, me staying true to my intentions and my boundaries. Okay, so what are your mantras for the year? If you share them with me, maybe through the maybe I'll use that as a podcast question. If you share that, I'll post it on the page. I'm looking forward to doing more community stuff, like trying to, I think my goal with the page is to create more engagement with people, to share experiences. Like somebody might have an insight of what you don't know. And yes, I think I even got my very first question on the podcast last year, which, well, I'm going to answer in another episode. But I am grateful. Thank you to all our subscribers. Please, if you're listening to this podcast, don't forget to follow us or whichever platform is available on Spotify, Apple, and we're going to be posting more on YouTube. Yeah. So I'm grateful for you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for spending time with Rella. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to be using now. Thank you for spending time with Rella. Have a beautiful time or moment whenever you're listening to this. Bye.